If you enjoy playing horror games, you are aware of the thrilling experience of confronting your concerns in a virtual environment. There are many frightful options available, whether you're searching for a game to play with friends or one to take on by yourself. Here are the top 10 horror games for low-end and high-end PCs that will keep you up at night. Before we begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Layers of Fear. Insanity, obsession, and artistic expression are all explored in the psychological horror game Layers of Fear, which is designed for a single player. Amid the game, you take on the role of a painter who is battling to finish his work amid a home full of paranormal activity and haunted memories. In Layers of Fear, players must journey through the bizarre and constantly shifting mansion while learning the dark secrets of the painter's history. The gameplay is centered around exploration and puzzle solving. Players will undoubtedly feel uneasy as a result of the game's usage of strange graphics and eerie sound effects to create a disturbing environment. The game is a true piece of horror genre art thanks to its eerie atmosphere and sophisticated plot. Number 9. Outlast. One of the most terrifying video games ever created is Outlast, a single-player horror title. In the game, you take on the role of Miles Upshur, an investigative journalist who is looking into an abandoned psychiatric hospital in the mountains of Colorado. Outlast's gameplay is focused on exploration and survival, as players must make their way around the hospital while dodging the insane patients and phantoms who prowl its halls. Players must manage their power life and use the camera to travel through the night, which adds a special sense of drama to the game. Number 8. Malum. A cooperative horror game called Malum can be enjoyed by up to 4 people. In the game, you take on the role of a group of individuals who have been asked to look into a string of paranormal occurrences that have taken place in a small village. Malum's gameplay emphasizes exploration, puzzle solving, and survival. In order to drive away the evil forces that have taken control, players must scour the town, gather information, and carry out rituals. They must exercise caution, though, as the entities have the power to take possession of the players and turn them against the rest of the team. Malum is undoubtedly worth playing if you're a lover of horror games and want to have an interesting and tough cooperative experience, even though it may not be as well known as some of the other titles on this list. Number 7. Inside the Back Rooms. With up to 4 people, you can play the cooperative horror game Inside the Back Rooms. In the game, you take on the role of a group of individuals who have become stranded inside the back rooms, an endless maze of interconnecting rooms and halls. Inside the Back Rooms gameplay revolves around exploration and survival, as players attempt to move through the maze-like setting while avoiding the hostile creatures that call the back rooms home. An unpredictable and frightening experience is provided by the game's randomly generated stages and unpredictable AI. You'll enjoy a dramatic and immersive experience that will keep you on the tip of your seat, thanks to its emphasis on exploration and survival. Number 6. Haunt Chaser. A cooperative horror game called Haunt Chaser can have up to 4 players. In the game, you take on the role of a group of paranormal investigators who must investigate haunted places and gather proof of spectral activity. Haunt Chaser's gameplay revolves around exploration and puzzle solving, as players must go around the eerie settings and make use of various tools to obtain information about the ghosts they are looking into. They must exercise caution, though, as the ghosts have the potential to turn hostile and assault the gamers. Haunt Chaser is a competent cooperative horror game that successfully combines exploration, puzzle solving, and fright. This one is definitely worth checking out if you enjoy paranormal investigation shows or ghost hunting video games. Number 5. Demonologist. A cooperative horror game called Demonologist can accommodate up to 4 players. You take on the role of a group of investigators who work to exorcise demons from various locations in the game. Demonologist's gameplay is focused on exploration, puzzle solving, and battle. To drive the demons away, players must investigate the haunted places, gather information, and carry out rituals. They must exercise caution, though, as the demons have the power to take possession of the players and turn them against the rest of the squad. Demonologist is undoubtedly worth playing if you're a lover of horror games but are looking for something a little different, even though it may not be as well known as some of the other titles on this list. Number 4. In Silence. A cooperative horror game called In Silence can have up to 5 players. You take on the role of a group of survivors in the game who must cooperate to outwit and avoid a monster that is pursuing them. 6th player In Silence controls the monster, whose job it is to track down the survivors and stop them from fleeing. While evading the monster and trying to remain as quiet as they can to escape detection, the survivors must acquire supplies and accomplish their goals. Even though In Silence is still in early access, it already has a devoted fan base among gamers who enjoy horror games. This game will have you on the edge of your seat with its frantic gameplay and cooperative mechanics. Number 3. Pacify. With up to 4 people, you can play the cooperative horror game Pacify. The objective of this game is to investigate a haunted house and exorcise the vengeful ghost of a little girl named Anna. You take on the role of a group of paranormal investigators. In order to perform various tasks, players must make their way through the maze-like hallways of the haunted mansion, which requires exploration and puzzle solving. But they must also stay away from Anna's wrath, which is constantly just around the corner. In conclusion, Pacify is a must-play for lovers of multiplayer horror games. It is a distinct and unforgettable experience because of how exploration, puzzle solving, and dread are combined. Number 2. Phasmophobia. Up to 4 people can play the cooperative horror game Phasmophobia. You take on the role of a group of paranormal investigators tasked with investigating haunted places and acquiring proof of ghostly activity in the game. There are many various kinds of ghosts in the game, each with their own special skills and weaknesses. To locate and identify the ghosts they are pursuing, players must employ a variety of tools, including EMF scanners and spirit boxes. It's a game that will have you and your pals on the edge of your seats with its cooperative gameplay, distinctive features, and horrific atmosphere. Number 1. Devour. With up to 4 players, you can play the cooperative horror game Devour. Players assume the roles of members of a cult, attempting to call forth a demon by the name of Azazel in the game, which is set in an ancient farmhouse. However, when Azazel takes possession of one of the players and transforms them into a monster that hunts the rest of the team, things quickly get out of hand. Players must cooperate to locate and destroy numerous items around the farmhouse while avoiding the possessed player and Devour's violent and horrifying gameplay. The eerie environment and the audio effects of the game add to the general unease and suspense. Devour is a game that will undoubtedly give you the creeps, whether you're a seasoned horror game veteran or a beginner to the genre. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates.